Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Has the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Barnes. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Sooners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll take it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I love the aggressive nature opening drive of the game. You have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Hauls it in. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down.
That on defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still running at the 40. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This defense happy with how that last. Nelson will decline the penalty. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open, just plowing ahead. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. They had the first down. Or that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Slips it, and he gets taken out of bounds before getting rid of it. This will be a massive loss on the play. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Fowler. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely no makes a third down stop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. To the air. It's Barnes. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Using the quick game. And he will score! Touchdown Sooners!
A really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. And the heat is after this quarterback and down. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cook. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space,
so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal. You saw it paid off.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Fowler. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout is... And it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is in the air. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Let's go. A run for the quarterback. Across the 45. Turning it on. Inside the... No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a live...
So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. The give to the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Fowler. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
In the second half trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Calls his own number. Got enough for the first. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Sooners will try to pick it up on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. He was fighting and driving and pushing, but he is stopped short of the end zone on 4th and goal. He'll put it down at the 2. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Past the 30. There he goes.
I'm not sure what the quarterback... that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house. They want to run this quarterback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to change this route. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback keeps it. It's a running room, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
But man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Thanks to grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggie. Momentum. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Across the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if we...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Looking to pass, it's Fowler. Quickly complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? You're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense has tried to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Back to throw, it's Fowler. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown! They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
But here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to take off. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Texas A&M going quickly. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses was just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.